That's a lot.
It's a lot.
But it's still
I
pretty
know
cool.
something that looks a lot better.
Oh, that does look good, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You see this?
Yeah. And
Until we get content.
yeah, I haven't seen it. So, and we're out of town, and
your ideal clients probably have friends, and they are probably likely to be ideal too, because we, show me the 5 people around you and I'll show you who you are. It's just a matter of fact. Sales is not a numbers game. It's a relationship game. We've said for years, it's not rocket science.
it's people science, right?
That's it.
You're building relationships with people. People want to do business with other human beings and people, not people that are just burning and churning, right? And taking them through the ropes. People that just want a transaction out of you. We can feel that. It feels a little icky. Even if you get the sale once, you're not going to get the repeat business and you're not going to get the referral business. So stop smiling and dialing and start connecting.
That's your Ericism and Angelosophy for today. Good news. Experience Pros radio show's just ahead. Be sure to make sure you check the calendar of events happening at experiencepros.com. Always something happening in your area, and we'd love to be a part of your business activity. All right, here we go. Positive business talk coming up next.
The Experience Pros with Angel and Eric next on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. Back in the studio today, another full day of television production.
Right? We produced our next 4 episodes for Experience Pros TV. And of course, we're starting to upload them to our YouTube, them on demand.
Yeah, they're an on-demand channel. You just search YouTube for Experience Pros TV, and it comes right up. It was funny when I started the channel, and it was just a week old, right? We've been doing the television show for now a couple of weeks. I started the channel, and I went searching for Experience Pros TV. Couldn't find it. It had this big long string of all kinds of names and numbers and letters and all that stuff. So I was chatting with your husband last night, and said, "Here's the link." And I showed him all that big long string of numbers and stuff like that. And he kind of laughed at me, which he is wont to do.
Well,
and said, "Yeah, I searched Experience Pros TV. It came up to the top of the list." So we made it easy for you. Thank you, Jade Tussey.
he was pretty excited. He's like, "How do I find it?" And I thought you could just type Experience Pros TV
Well,
and
it would
Google
make
search
sense.
it. And Eric's like, no, it's hard to find because it's
User
new.
error.
And,
It was new, and they hadn't cycled it into the
and it was Eric.
rotation.
It was Eric at the helm. So,
Hey.
And so we're trying to create those on demand. I think the first 2 episodes are available for you. Of course, it airs live on television on Saturday nights all across the country. But we went in yesterday to the studio to film the next set of episodes.
Yeah.
So episodes number 5 through 8, the next 4, we do 4 at a time. And so even though now there are 8 full episodes that we have filmed and have recorded, it was really only our second time in the studio. And so we're still in the learning phase. We're still in the creation phase. But I will tell you what, just from what we learned from filming the first 4 episodes, from being in the studio the first time to the second time, so many changes, so many improvements. We're learning as we go. And isn't that what life is all about? Right? Sometimes we wait and we put things off because we don't have it quite all figured out. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. We don't have everything all buttoned up. And so we paralyze ourselves and say we can't move forward because we don't have it all buttoned up.
Right.
Well, a lot of the things that Eric and I have done, that Experience Pros has done, is we say yes, and then we figure it out.
We work it out.
Right? And here we are, in the same thing is happening with the television. We said yes, and we are figuring it out. Now, fortunately, we surround ourselves with a great group of people to help us figure it out.
Absolutely. I want to talk about that great group of people for just a second, because you're absolutely right. And it is those people that make all the difference in the world. Show me your tribe, right? And I'll show you where you're going. So one of our guests on the television show posted a picture, and one of the crew, Matt, who's a cameraman, one of the several cameramen on the television show, he says, we got it all done and we finished on time.
A miracle.
Yeah, right. And so one of the producers said, well, miracles never cease. And Matt, the cameraman, says, we did good, Tammy. And as Todd, the director, pointed out, we may still be there if it were not for the excellence of Angel and Eric. To which I had to reply, that's really very kind, but we're surrounded by greatness. And this is the thing that I want to leave you with in the moment that we have left. And that is, the producer came back and said, here's my truth. Every person on the set came together to create something special. In this industry, it's incredible to have a whole set working harmonious. Just get checked at the door. That's how we collectively create what is impossible for most: 4 beautiful shows in one day. I value each and every one of you as an integral part of the body that gets it done. Those are the people that we work with.
They are so beautiful.
Right? Look at you.
So
You're tearing up. I
will tell you, it is. We all just come together. We check it, like we're here to get the job done, whether that means we're moving tables, we're taping stuff up, there's no glamour to it, right?
Oh my gosh,
but it is something really beautiful, and we have just been so blessed. And I was thinking about all the different pieces that had to come together in order for this crew to be there yesterday. Do you ever stop and think about that? The big tapestry of, had we not been here and been available, and had we not done this thing and said yes.
That person who introduced us to these people who,
Right? And so here's the thing in life. If you want success, you have to show up. You have to show up and say yes, and then watch the beautiful things get woven together, because it's bigger than all of us. And so, we are back in the radio studio today. But what a crazy week, because Viv is over the weekend. And so we get to MC the Vision is Victory conference. We got to produce television. We get to do radio. And of course, we get to talk to our dear friend, Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management. It is time for our business tip.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, buddy?
Outstanding. Everything's going great. I'm excited for Viv.
It's going to be a fantastic weekend out in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are excited as well. Right after this broadcast, we're going to jump on a plane and get on down there.
I am looking forward to it. So today, let's cover networking law number 16.
All right. What you got?
Which is, how many networking events should you attend each week?
3.
Is there a magic number, Tony? Because I am probably thinking it's one more than we're doing.
Right.
No, there is actually there is no exact number, but it's more than one, and it's less than 5.
Oh.
So could be 2, 3, 4, whatever suits you and where you are in your business development efforts. But here's the deal. It's a legitimate part of your income producing activity for your business. You are working, you're not playing. So it translates to about 10 hours a week if you go to 2 or 3 per week.
Sure, that makes sense.
But if you go to too many, then you risk not having the time to do any of the follow-up that you need to do, which means you're wasting time if you're networking. If you're not following up, you're wasting time. So choose about 2, 3, at most 4 events per week for you to go to, and get your brand out there, gain that visibility, make new relationships, go on that treasure hunt for the best relationships, and then make sure you follow up, and your business will thrive and grow because of your efforts.
Tony, I think this would probably work for my dating life as well.
Well, Eric, you might need to up that to, that number's between 8 and 10.
Easy. I'm only a man.
Tony, this is very helpful, because I know this is one of those questions that a lot of business professionals want to know. Am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? How much networking should I really be doing? And if it is an integral part of you growing your business, 10 hours a week, I think we can all adjust for that.
Sure.
Most of the time, Networking events happen after hours, after the official workday. So there's still plenty of time for you to do all of the follow-ups, to still run your business. And 10 hours in a, 2 or 3 evenings out of the week.
Especially for an entrepreneur who's putting in, 60, 70, 80 hours a week.
Right.
You got an extra 10.
Right.
And, and what else?
Those 10 hours actually include your drive time typically. So it's not just the networking time. It's your drive time to and from everything. It's about 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
I think that is absolutely reasonable.
You bet.
And what will you give up? Maybe a couple of hours of couch surfing, right? Maybe sitting on TV, catching up on your favorite, Netflix, whole seasons where you do the marathon, right? You can put that off. You can marathon later. Right now we're growing our business. So I think that's awesome, Tony. You always give incredible training tips for people who network, lots of resources at Extreme Relationship Management. What's the best way for people to get more information and get involved?
People can find out more at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
Tony, let's take another second to talk about that website at extremerelationshipmanagement.com. What can people expect to find when they get to that website?
When they get there, what they can do is begin to explore what it is that they're going to gain from their membership. And we're not talking about features here. We're talking about those things that are important to our stamina as a business owner. Your peace of mind, your confidence, your courage, your ability to communicate effectively, your ability to experience fantastic referrals. It's those kinds of things that are what keep our fuel going in ourselves to go out and build new relationships. Because if we don't get those, then we're just beat down and we feel like a failure, and we want to stop.
Yeah.
Like you can't grow your business if you stop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well
exactly. extremerelationshipmanagement.com. That's extremerelationshipmanagement.com. Tony, and the phone number?
855-I-LIKE-ERM.
There it is right there. 855-I-LIKE-ERM. Let me encourage the listener to pick up the phone and call that number today. Extreme Relationship Management is able to train you to more effectively network. If you are networking today and you don't know Tony Rayburn and his organization, shame on you.
It's so easy to get involved. And of course, you can tune in every week and hear Tony's business tips right here on the Experience Pros radio show. Tony, looking forward to hanging out with you at Vision is Victory.
It's going to be fun, team.
All right. We'll see you. Hey, guess what?
What?
Coming up next, somebody has stolen your mail, and we're going to help you stop it on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The way people treat people in business.
Bringing the new year with award-winning custom desserts from Ooey Gooey. Family Sweetery, cake pops, cup caramel butter bars will make you the star of your next party. Dessert doesn't have to be sticky. Call Ooey Gooey and order up a little sweetness. They work with special diet requests and deliver all over. Corporate gifting and employee appreciation never tasted so ooey gooey good. Call today 720-885-7470 or familysweetery.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Friends, there are very few things more important to your business than the way it's viewed and used on the internet. Your website is the gateway to your entire sales process, and here at Experience Pros, we trust Donna Galassi and Blue Zenith Web Design to make our website more than just a brochure for our business. If you want your experience on it today at 720-248-8431. We do.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio your request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Hi, this is Richard Karn, asking you to help protect the environment by recycling your old rechargeable batteries. Just as important to recycle old cell phones and rechargeable batteries. They're the kind you find in power tools, cell and cordless phones, laptop computers, and other cordless electronics. It's easy. Just take that old rechargeable battery or cell phone to any participating retailer. Home improvement centers, electronic stores, and other retailers all across America have joined the nonprofit Call to Recycle program. To find a participating drop-off location, call toll-free 877-2RECYCLE or visit us online at calltorecycle.org. Recycling old rechargeable batteries and cell phones is easy, and it's free. Please, answer the call.
It's Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. You're not wrong for tuning into this broadcast every single day. We guarantee we're going to help you grow your business. But part of the business is that thing outside the office door, the mailbox.
The mailbox.
Yeah.
Make it sound like it's so daunting.
It's
the mailbox.
Dangerous and treacherous.
How often do you check your?
Don't ask that question.
Why not?
Because I'm really bad at it.
You know what? So over the holidays, over the month of December, we're getting tons of mail, and I don't typically open my mail. Now, my husband checks it, brings it into the house, and I let
That's
it sit
the step
on.
I'm missing.
I leave it on my desk.
That's what I do.
Once or twice a month, I open the mail.
Wait, you do?
Right? And so sometimes if I see the pile, I'll look through it and see if there's something there that, that I want to open sooner. But for the most part, it's junk mail, bills, nothing, nothing in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
That requires my immediate attention. And so, I sit down, once or twice a month and I open it. Well, apparently I had waited an extensively long time before I had opened it.
Yeah.
I had missed an invitation to a holiday party.
Whoops.
That had been there. They had mailed it in November. It was, they mailed it.
They did it all right.
They did it all right.
Yeah.
And I didn't even open it until 10 days after the party.
Well, I got good news for you. There are some people who are opening your mail for you.
This is true. There are thieves out there that want your mail. Now, think about this. With all the corporate hacks, the social networking scams, and all of that, you wouldn't think of your mail being that much at risk, right? You think it's pretty benign. Are thieves really after my mail? But they are.
Well, let's see. It may have your account numbers.
Right.
It may have your name. It could even have your social security number, though not likely. But yeah, your identity is at risk.
Right. And so a lot of the things that are in your mailbox, they are what we call PIIs.
What?
PIIs, personally identifiable information.
Oh, those
and
PIIs.
Those PIIs can be used to commit identity theft, check fraud, and any related identity crimes. And so for thieves is money to them, even if it's not a check.
Oh.
Right?
All right. So we came across an article at fightingidentitycrimes.com. This is going to help you, if you take action on it, with some ways to prevent mail theft. All right.
The first one is don't send cash.
Duh.
Right? For years.
The only one who doesn't listen for will is grandma.
Grandma.
Right.
And aren't we sending those through the mail all the time?
Don't do that.
Right. So just sought after, right? And it's valuable. And if you lose it, there's no reclaiming that.
And thieves do the once fold. Do you know the once fold? They take your mail, your number 10 size envelope, and they fold once to see if it's got a credit card shape in it.
Yeah.
If it does, keeping that one.
They're keeping that one.
Yep.
Here's the second thing to prevent mail theft. Never leave your mail in your mailbox overnight. They say make a daily routine out of collecting your mail, even if you aren't necessarily expecting something, because even a simple utility bill is valuable to an identity thief.
This is especially important to most of America that has a mailbox without a lock on it, sitting out in front of your house. Now, for me, I leave my mail in under lock and key for probably 2 months.
Here's the thing too, though. Your post office mail worker, if they see that you are not collecting your mail, they'll keep it at the post office, and then you've got to go get it.
We had to have a conversation with my post office worker.
Right? They think that you're gone. And so even if you have a collective lock and key mailbox,
sure,
I still think you probably don't want to leave your mail in there.
No, it's a good practice. Do as I say, not as I do.
Like somebody's coming along when the mailbox is loading the mail.
Yeah.
And hey, that's
mine. Can I? I'm in 667.
Right. That's me. I'm Eric. And they can get your whole 2 weeks of mail. They say another thing that you can do to prevent mail theft is to keep your junk mail at bay.
My junk mail?
Right. Because we don't think of junk mail. We think of it as just clutter, right?
And I'd be happy to keep it at bay.
It's going to go in the trash.
But what about all those pre-approved credit card applications?
Pre-approved credit card applications are at the heart of junk mail and mail-in identity theft, right? So with just your social security number, an identity theft can open a new line of credit in your name using these forms that are you're considering junk mail. And they're seeing that and going, ka-ching.
Absolutely.
They also say that, unfortunately, you know who else is your most at risk and who steals those online those mail-in applications?
Who's that?
Family members.
What?
Right? The family members are most likely to commit this type of identity theft, right? A relative is going to take your online application.
Right.
Get a credit card in the name of your dog.
Hey, you know what you should do is you need to make sure that you watch your change of address activity. Hand in hand with this last tip that we just talked about, keeping junk mail at bay, is utilizing identity monitoring services such as the change of address alerts. An unfamiliar address could signal a thief is trying to hide mail that may indicate new accounts associated with your name. So be very careful. Use change of address monitoring to find out if somebody else using your name has moved into.
I know you wouldn't think of that,
town,
right? To monitor something about a change of address,
because I'm not moving,
right? And so
it's not you they're worried about.
No, they're collecting that. So that's a good thing to have monitored.
Yep.
They also say secure mailbox, one that locks and is made of metal, and a visible home surveillance system can create a triple threat against any unexpected guests who might be after your mail.
Husband is in the security industry.
Yes.
And he establishes such surveillance systems for commercial entities. But we used to be told that you could just put a sign up and it would dissuade thieves.
They actually still say that's effective.
Yeah.
Right? If you have an alarm monitoring sign in your yard, stickers on your windows, that's a deterrent from thieves.
But such security systems are not expensive, folks. You might as well just go the extra $8. And
these days they do so much.
Right.
There's a lot of monitoring services. So if you've got some cameras, you've got some electronic wiring in your house, it not only turns on your alarm system or triggers your alarm system, it can turn on your lights.
Yep.
It can turn on your heater or your air conditioning.
Lock and unlock your doors.
You can lock and unlock your doors, open and close your garage door. I mean, there's a lot of fun little things that it's doing. And so it's really like a whole electronic monitoring. It's not just for an alarm system anymore. It's now having all those automated and electronic features that you can check into your house no matter where you are, and it's pretty valuable. So we're going to share this Fighting Identity Crimes on our Facebook wall if you want some tips on how to prevent mail theft.
You betcha. Special thanks to Laura Bruck, who wrote the article that gave us the talking points for this. Just be careful out there. If you're looking for those home services, home protection services, start with your cable company, or go to the Home Depot or the other major outlet stores. They've all got something that's going to be good for you.
Yeah, it's so cool too. Once you have it,
absolutely.
Like, how did I live without this?
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, does your business have teeth? I'll bet it does. Well, we've got the good doctor coming in. Dr. Lee Weisbard is going to come join us for our next segment. You want to talk about how your teeth affects your image, how your image affects your business. We've got the experts right here on the most positive business talk show in America. For the archives of this and every other show, check out experiencepros.com.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You're busy, but are you really achieving the dreams you thought you would? Infinite Nation knows that when your vision is big enough, you can create infinite success. Request your free vision check phone call with award-winning vision coach Carrie Conley. Discover how easy it is to achieve your infinite success. Call 720-331-8693. 720-331-8693 and check out the Vision is Victory workshop online at infinitenation.com.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are cold calling to find a few, this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
You're caring for a loved one and you feel overwhelmed, stressed, and you're juggling multiple schedules. At Home Care Assistance Denver, we understand because we've been there. We specialize in helping you customize a care plan and manage it as your needs change. Even if you think you need to do it all yourself, let us be a part of your care plan. We give you peace of mind. Contact us for a free care consultation at 720-443-3371 or homecareassistancedenver.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it really should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
As internet technology advances, so does the threat of cybercrime. And the instant you go online, you become vulnerable to dangers such as identity theft, computer viruses, phishing, spyware, and more. In times like these, we must all protect ourselves from cybercrime. Antivirus software, firewalls, and security patches are just the beginning. Never open suspicious emails, only navigate to trusted sites, and change your passwords every 90 days. Back up important files to external storage devices. Tell anyone who uses your computer to be vigilant when downloading from the internet. Keep your kids safe on the internet. Teach them never to give out personal information or post information about their school or extracurricular activities. Installing parental control software and monitoring their computer are all good ways to prevent cybercrime. To learn more about cybercrime, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Ask the Experts is coming up at 2. Today on ATX, Colorado Wellness with Dr. Steve Olson, followed by Mobile Estate Planning with Michael Bailey at 2:30. Ask the Experts, weekdays from 2 to 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. But business wouldn't be business without life, and that's what the balance that we find here on this broadcast. Let's talk about the life side of business.
Well, one of our longtime members and supporters of the Experience Pros Network is Weisbard Dental. And I'll tell you what, if you love our smiles from Eric and Angel, you can say thank you to Dr. Lee Weisbard and her team. Dr. Lee's been practicing dentistry in the DTC area for over 30 years. The eye for perfection and her attention to detail give her patients the obvious choice for all their dental needs.
I should say so.
Dr. Weisbard, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
So very nice to have you with us, Dr. Lee. Now, let's start off with a question that most people probably don't know the answer to. How often should we be visiting our dentist and getting an exam?
Well, Eric, it's a good question because people believe that they're supposed to go to the dentist twice a year. And that's an arbitrary number that was put out there by an insurance company in the 50s and 60s. That was really to limit their liability. And it has very little to do with oral health. So if you're asking from an oral health perspective, it must be at least once a year for an exam, because if you think about New Year's resolutions, health, you go to your doctor, you check your blood pressure, women do mammograms, you also need to do an oral health screening. Yeah. And in that oral health screening, we look for a variety of things. As kids, it's always, do I have a cavity?
Right.
But as an adult, there are so many other indicators of health that we can see in the mouth. We can judge odors. If there's a ketone odor, it could be a kidney problem. If there's different bacteria in the mouth, we get different information.
Wait, did you just say that my breath will tell you if I have a kidney problem?
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay, because I think when we think about going to the dentist, we think of teeth clean. I'm getting my teeth cleaned. You're talking about an oral exam of the mouth, and really the mouth. How we say the eyes are the gateway to the soul. So the mouth is really the gateway to our overall health.
Exactly. If you think about it, the mouth is where it all starts, and then everything goes down through the digestive system. So we can really pick up a variety of different things, health conditions, by really looking and paying attention to detail in the mouth. We look at the oral pharynx. We look in your throat. If we see white spots, if we see enlarged tonsils, if different things we can see, we can talk about different health issues. We can, again, diagnose from odors. We can look at bacteria. We can look at soft tissue, the gums, the tongue, the cheeks. We look at teeth. We look at wear and tear on teeth. We look at, are there cracks? Are there fillings that are leaking? So it's not just about checking your teeth. It's about really doing a good examination. I look on men, I always look at the top of their heads because they're exposed to the sun. I've actually picked up a melanoma before.
Really?
So, yeah. So you look at the head and neck. We look at the ears, the neck. I feel the nodes under their jaw. I check all of those different areas in the head and neck because how often does anybody really look at that for you?
No, it's like almost getting your physical, right?
It is. It's a head and neck oral cancer physical.
So I remember, I don't know, kind of being enlightened to how much is going on in your mouth when my mom had some heart surgery. And so now whenever she goes to the dentist, she actually has to take an antibiotic before she goes because, all the bacteria that can be loosened up during the process and get into her system. And it just opened my eyes to how much is going on in our mouth that
Everything's
actually impacts our overall health.
Exactly. And we've talked before about inflammation in the mouth can be an indicator for inflammatory disease in the body, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, all of those things we can tell from inflammatory process going on in the mouth. So if you do nothing else, getting a good dental cleaning 2 to 3 times a year is vital.
Let me address the gentlemen who are listening to this, because guys after a certain age, we have a responsibility to go get our health checked, and going to the dentist and getting your oral exam is way more fun.
Oh,
than that.
Than something different. Okay, so is this because you're a state-of-the-art facility that it does this oral exam? Is that new in the dental industry, or is that all?
Or you can go to an office, a private practice where there's paying attention to detail, looking at all the different factors, cares about your health. In our practice, we information.
I've been coming to Weisbard Dental for years, and you pressure before I get there to the time after. Some people get a little nervous about going to the dentist, though, and I would imagine that would spike their blood pressure. Can you see through that and kind of detect bigger issues?
Well,
we're not talking anxiety here.
We try to have a little before we check blood pressure. Relax, open up, talk, we chit chat, we talk about things that make them happy, their family, their jobs, their children. And once they're a little bit more relaxed, then we check blood pressure. If we see a problem, we write it down on a card. We ask them to check with their physician. I'm not a medical doctor, but I do out of line and I want to protect them from stroke.
To your overall health, right? But your overall health, to check out weisbarddental.com.
You're talking about first impressions, and I've seen you do some phenomenal work. You do a lot of cosmetic surgery, and I've seen you do some phenomenal work. And address, if you will, please, Dr. Lee, the value of when somebody gives you a smile and their teeth aren't grungy, they're
see your smile.
and your expertise and experience over the last 30 years, it really shows.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We use top quality labs, high-end.
That's 303-773-3373, weisbarddental.com. You will love yourself for going. Dr. Lee and her entire team, and it's a beautiful office. Dr. Weisbard, thanks for
inviting me.
Well, it's a privilege. Folks, when we come back, more positive business talk. That's what here at the Experience Pros Radio Show. Remember, the archives of this and every other show can be found at experiencepros.com. Think about becoming a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Back after these messages.
Okay. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
You've had it with the big box print shops and online printing companies. Sure, they offer cheap services, and that's what you get, cheap service. Isn't it about time you found someone who not only made you look good, but also makes you feel good? Award-winning PrintingDoneQuickly.com offers the highest level of concierge service without the concierge price. PrintingDoneQuickly.com, where we serve your business as we wish to be served, and quickly too. That's PrintingDoneQuickly.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or SharpNet Solutions.
Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the
bright light city, gonna set my soul on fire. Got a whole lot of money that's ready.
World and underbelly, and some of it organized crime, some of it disorganized chaos, and some of the effects and vulnerabilities, and it's great. And it's really making me think about a lot of things in the business. But rather than going into that and the technology, just, I'm reading it on a Kindle from a library loan. And, just that ability for us to just sit and to think, what do I want to know more about? What do I want to learn? What's something relevant? It could be business related, could be marketing, could be internet, could be sales, it could be human resources or running our business better, or what are the things we struggle with? We should obviously outsource things that we're not, aren't our forte, but the things that we can learn and do better. There's so many resources. I was just at the library the other day, and they offer computer classes.
Right.
Right.
And they're free, and so if you don't know, anything about Excel, and you're like, boy, I could really run numbers better if I knew more about Excel. There are places, there are opportunities, there are ways to learn. So my thing out there is just, it's a new year. We talk about resolutions or ways to improve, learn something, read a book every month, pick a topic, go out and find a way to learn more about it, make yourself better.
You know what, Chris? I was at a Christmas party several weeks ago, and I met somebody from the Douglas Public Library. And I don't usually get too starstruck, but when he told me he worked for the library, I was like, oh, I love the library. You have all these great resources, and we can ebook and download, and they've always been trendsetters. And and his wife was just looking at me going, okay, we found a crazy stalker.
Right. Well, Kristen, you were talking about the book that you're reading today, in that it was, what'd you call it? You said something about organized crime and disorganized chaos. I'm pretty sure you just described Angel and me.
There's lists somewhere in this book.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got your organized crime sitting next to me, and I will be your disorganized.
Everything, right?
Absolutely. So I'm thrilled. I'm enjoying this book, and I can read it on my phone. If I'm waiting on my laptop, I can read it on my tablet.
Yes.
I am not. I actually pleasure.
Very fun.
Well, not
from Vegas to be part of the show today to give us some business tips on how we can just be better going into the new year. Questions or has any IT needs?
give us a call. I got a great team at the office holding the fort at 303-933-1113. You can check out c2cc.net or facebook.com/c2IT.
Love it. Chris, you're always so much fun to chat with. Go have a great time.
Every
week through January 23rd, you can ring in 1,000 Plenty Points worth $10 in savings when you spend $30 on participating products with your Wellness Plus with Plenty card. That adds up to big savings every week for the entire month, but only at Rite Aid. With us, it's personal. With at least $10 rewards program. Terms and conditions apply. See plenty.com/terms for details.
Of all the people running for president this year, only one has actually defended your right to keep in the nation's highest courts. When Washington, D.C. tried to strip its residents of their rights under the Second Amendment, Ted Cruz assembled a coalition of 31 states to support those rights. Talk. That is Ted Cruz. Isn't that what you want?
The victory 2016 for the contest.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind you to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity. The www.consumer.gov/NCPW.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel with the Experience.
A lot of times people say, okay, well, if I make 100 phone calls, I set up 10 appointments, and I make 2 sales.
Play the percentages.
Right?